Today we're talking about proactive comfort, the choice to belong. I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Saturday, November 25th. And today the moon is in Taurus. It went into Taurus yesterday, and I had a really great video yesterday, Friday, November 24th, about gratitude and how it helps us heal. So check that out if you missed it. So much great information about how the Taurus energy reminds us to ground and put things in place that help us keep going, right? To maintain the changes we've implemented or the new ways of being that we are emerging into. So we've been talking about emergence and renewal and what rebirth can look like this week as we are in the Scorpio moon cycle that began with the Scorpio new moon. And we're in a process of a change process that is helping us transform and connect with our own deeper truth, letting go of things that no longer serve us, maybe some habits or patterns from the past that don't work for you anymore. So today we're talking about proactive comfort and the choice to belong. So the energy of the moon in Taurus reminds us of our connection to the earth. And it is also a sign that is ruled by Venus, which brings in themes of pleasure, how we receive pleasure, how we connect with the earth through our senses. So whenever the moon is in Taurus, or any earth sign, but Taurus in particular is very sensual. So it wants us to remember that we experience beauty through all of our senses. We experience beauty visually, we experience beauty through the sounds we hear, the way things feel on our skin, the way things taste, the aromas. I had just such a great moment a few nights ago, sitting out in the backyard after it was dark. There was a little bit of wind, just the fall leaves, the days are so short. And so it gets dark early, right? And you're sitting out there and just hearing the wind rustling, what few leaves are left in the trees, right? Just that it's such a primal feeling of connection to the earth and remembering that we really are of the earth and its wildness. And anyway, that's the kind of thing, that Scorpio moon Taurus vibe where we're thinking about how we're experiencing the gifts of the earth in many different ways, many different forms. And so we were talking about gratitude, and we had the Thanksgiving holiday earlier this week. So having gratitude, but also comfort and belonging are very much Taurus themes, how we connect with our bodies, the feeling of belonging in our bodies, the feeling of belonging on the earth. And that can be a big deal for some people. So there's a reminder here that belonging is a choice that we have available to us. We're not waiting for someone to tell us that we belong. We get to choose. We get to choose from within ourselves to remember that we do belong. We belong if we choose to belong, right? We belong here. We belong in our homes. We belong in our communities. We belong on the earth. In all of our uniqueness, in all of our differences. And so it's that sense of being worthy, but it's even more than that, right? Like, of course you're worthy. Of course and so the belonging is about affirming that for yourself and allowing yourself. So when you recognize, hey, I belong, it's not in question. It just is. think about how grounding that is, how much you can relax and settle into the feeling of being, right? That your existence is worthy, that your existence is, it's part of nature, that you are here. You're supposed to be here. There is no question about that. There can't be a question about that, because you were born. So of course you're supposed to be here. And of course you are supposed to be who you are. So you get to live your life by being who you are. And what does that mean? And what does that look like? And so as we go through some of these scorpionic transformations, letting go of old habits and patterns, some of the weight that you might be leaving behind is some old beliefs about whether you belong or don't belong, some old beliefs about how you need to change or modify yourself, or fit in somehow, right? Be what is acceptable. You don't have to hide who you are to belong, to be acceptable, right? So it's a good time to think about that, and how it actually is a choice that we can choose from within and embody. So your belief in your worthiness and your belonging, it guides those around you. So when you believe it, others go, oh yeah, of course, it must be that way, right? And just try different ways of just assuming that you belong, and see how those around you energetically respond to that choice from you and from your way of being. All right, something to think about. Good food for thought on Taurus moon, which is also a good time to think about feeding yourself well and taking in the gifts of the earth. So tasting your food, taking the time, slowing down to enjoy these gifts, because you do belong here. And you deserve nourishment. You need nourishment, right? It helps you be. It helps you exist. So it's really important. All right. So many things we could dive in and unpack, but I'll leave you with that for today. It's plenty to chew on. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are enjoying these videos, don't forget to subscribe. It's a great way to support my work. No cost whatsoever to doing that. And it helps me out, and you get to see my videos. And I don't know if you have to enable your notifications, but anyway, I'm here every day, and so you can check out, and I appreciate you watching these videos, and let me know what you think, what you like, what you want to see more of, what you have questions about, because I want to be of service. So thanks so much for being here, and I will see you next time. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Again, my name is Marina Ormes, and thank you for being here. Bye for now.